guys, we're here at the Anaheim Convention Center. First time we're at the Burbank Car Show. Let's go check it out. Me and my family got the opportunity to go to a car show out of the state of Utah. It happened to be the Burbank Car Show at the Anaheim Convention Center. As you can see, the line was pretty long. I know at the Ontario Convention Center when they had the first one, it was wrapped around the building and there was like an hour wait. We happened to get there 30 minutes before the show started. It wasn't too bad, and the show staff did a good job of expediting the process, including check-in with the QR codes on the tickets. When we first got inside the convention center, we went down to the first floor where all the sponsors, Burbank Card Show was set up, and all the kids' trade day was set up. And shout out to Mama Breaks for having the kids' trade day. The kids were able to play some video games down there. They were able to shoot some basketball with the tag sponsor booth. I thought that was pretty cool. It was very interactive. Of course, my two kids both made 2 shots, and I did not make one. Another one of the sponsor booths, of course, was PWCC. They had all the sweet cards out there, including vintage, Gretzky, Peyton, and my favorite, the MJ rookie PSA 10. The kids were able to do some prize hunting where they spun at a Market Movers booth and won some packs. The Burbank Card Store had their setup on the first floor, and I was scanning through the PSA slabs that they had out. There were some great deals to be made. There were so many cards in their booth that it was kind of difficult to figure out where to start, but I just decided to go after the slabs. So I'm looking for a basketball right now. These are the stuff I picked out. Ja, because he's down right now. After he gets back from his suspension, his stuff was going to pop right back up. This is Dayron Sharp. This one's numbered at 16. It's a PSA 10. It's Keldon Johnson. His stuff's going to go up because he's playing with Wemby. And so his stuff's going to start going up. Tim Duncan. This one's numbered at 350. It's a PSA 9. Kind of more rare card. A little older parallel. And then 2 SGA. He's probably one of the hottest NBA players to look for right now. These are stuff I just found at Burbank in the little valley bin. So. Then I got the opportunity to sell cards to Burbank. This is one of the biggest differences between Burbank Card Show and any other card show is the fact that they'll buy pretty much every card that you have. And so it provides instant liquidity for you as a buyer, but also it creates it for the show in itself, because once someone gets money in their hands at the show, they're probably going to go use it to go buy something else. The kids decided to open their giveaway packs. This is my son, and he spread out all the cards to see all the different players that he got. Both of my kids had a good time opening packs and getting all the free swag. Then we got to the second floor, and that's where the sports card vendors were, and man, was it big. There was just so many vendors. Initially, it was a little overwhelming. You got to understand that one of these rows is the size of a card show here in Utah. So then I decided to meet up with some friends from Utah, and we got to talk and kind of got me a little bit more comfortable as far as my plan of what to do that day. So a couple of tips for these bigger shows, at least for my perspective, was 2 major things. One, there's always going to be a buying opportunity from one or another vendor. And so don't rush into a deal just because the deal is there. Make sure the deal is right for you as a buyer. And then the other thing is come with a plan to these massive shows. You want to make sure that you come here thinking, okay, if I'm going to go there to trade a card, or if I'm going to go there to buy or sell, buy what particular players, and also make sure you don't bring too many cards, because then you're holding all these different things while you're at the dealer's tables. So here's a little bit of a wide angle look at the card show. And as you can see, the aisles were pretty spread out, and there was a lot of people, but we never felt like people were bumping into us, which I think was pretty good as far as a card show setup. And it was fun having my son there, because he's getting into cards, and he was kind of was able to look at the different cards, and was able to find some deals for himself as well. The other nice thing about the show was that there was multiple trade nights. We got in on Friday, and I was able to go straight to a trade night on Friday night. And then on Saturday night, there was also a trade night at the convention center, and I was able to make a few deals both nights. And then after the convention center, the trade night moved to the hotel lobby at the Marriott that I was staying at, and it was real convenient because I was able to stay up late and make some deals, and then be able to go straight to my hotel room and get some rest. Or at least that's what we thought. We got woken up by a worker protest from the hotel across the street, and it woke us up at 5:30 in the morning the first day, and then 3:45 in the morning the next day. So that was great. I think one of the most important things when going to these big card shows is meeting up with those people that you maybe connected with online or through different social platforms, and then be able to meet them in person and be able to establish those relationships at the card shows. And that way, when you get to talk to them later, that you're able to have that kind of connection because you actually met each other in person. Hey guys, we're finishing up here at the Burbank card show. Just wrapping up, about to head out, but wanted to say a couple things. Love the show. The thing I liked most was being able to meet up with people that haven't been able to meet through different social platforms. Also, the other thing I liked about the show is the liquidity. Everyone was buying people out. It seemed like whether it was for baseball or football or whatever their specialty was, so you can find different people buying strong from different vendors. And also the spacing of the show layout was great. It was very open, so you weren't feeling like you were getting bumped into. It didn't feel crowded, even though there was a ton of people here. But yeah, with that being said, we'll see you guys at the next show.